All right, friends, let's do this. Gene Burnett here for another virtual open mic, Sunday night open mic, virtual open mic, Sunday night open mic, virtual open mic with your pal and mine, Dave Hampton. Thanks, Dave, for doing this. Always appreciate it. I love these things. I'm beginning to lose my mojo for playing out in non-listening environments. So I'm really enjoying this because I can pretend that people are listening at least. Anyway, I got a Willie Nelson First Aid Marijuana Leaf t-shirt on here, and we are going to do a cannabis set tonight. No Dylan whiskey, but I am going to take a hit of this joint, every one hit per song. So let's see how I do. Just going to let that extinguish itself. Kind of a low light environment tonight. This would be number 63, I believe. 63. Wow. A lot of open mics. Down to the reefer's end. I'm going down to the reefer's end. My heart is broke, but it's on the mend. I'm going down to the reefer's end. My heart is broke, but it's on the mend. My heart is broke, but it's on the mend. I'm on my own, and once again, I'm going down to the reefer's end. On my own, and once again, I'm on my own, and once again, I'll be back, but I can't say when. I'm going down to the reefer's end. I'll be back, but I can't say when. I'll be back, but I can't say when. Just close my eyes and count to 10. I'm going down to the reefer's end. Just close my eyes, count to 10. Just close my eyes and count to 10. The moon is full high on the river's bend. I'm going down to the reefer's end. The moon is high on the river's bend. The moon End. Thank you, my friends. Hey, I forgot to light my incense. And I forgot to turn on my Dylan light. Oh boy, I always need my Dylan light for good luck. Okay, we're gonna move forward here. Reefer's End, To the Reefer's End from 2000 and something. And here's another lovely Cannabis song. Let's see if I can handle another hit of this. I already screwed up that one once. The song's only got 8 lines in it, and I screwed one of them up. Here we go. I'm going to go down to that Reefer's End. I don't usually, but every now and then. Some people do a lot of stupid stuff. Just look on any screen, you'll see it soon enough. Some people will not listen to their best friend's good advice. But no one drinks bong water twice. No one drinks bong water twice. No one drinks bong water twice. It isn't very tasty, it isn't very nice. No one drinks bong water twice. Some people don't know when to say when. They'll get too drunk again and again. Some people will not listen to their best friend's good advice. But no one drinks bong water twice. No one drinks bong water twice. No one drinks bong water twice. There's no high on this earth that's worth that kind of price. No one drinks bong water twice. Some lessons take a while to learn. You gotta get your fingers burned many times until you see the light. But sometimes you will feel the Jones, and when you're done throwing up, you will definitely be very, very stoned. But no one drinks bong water twice. No one drinks bong water twice. No one drinks bong water twice. You can take it straight or pour it over ice. Ugh. No one drinks bong water twice. No one drinks bong water twice. Bong water twice. There's no high on this earth that's worth that kind of price. No one drinks bong water twice. Or if they do, they don't talk about it. Man, I can't personally imagine doing it once. Yikes. I have back in the day, when I was young and probably a little more abusive of the substance than I am now. Using it for the wrong reasons is what I consider abusing something. Anyways, I have smoked stems and seeds and stuff that were pretty harsh and nasty and stupid, but never drank bong water. These songs are all kind of funny, and they all kind of, poke fun at the reefer, cannabis, weed, ganja, herb experience. But I think it's probably the most beneficial and benign mind-altering substance on this planet, and used in moderation and the right way, if you're using it for things that it's good for, dealing with really, really bad negative feelings, it's only a temporary measure, very temporary. If you use it consistently to dispel bad feelings that you don't want to feel, it won't work, and you'll need more and more and more, and it won't work. Using it for courage, again, a nice temporary, it buys you a little courage there, but if you do it every time, if you can't do anything without, your green courage, well, then, it's not going to work, and you're going to have to keep using more and more and more. But if you're using it to enhance something that you already enjoy, and you're taking good care of yourself generally in life, and you would like a little enhancement or a little extra inspiration or a little extra yin receptivity or whatever, then it can be pretty cool. But either way, even if you become somebody who smokes 5 times a day, all day, every day, you can quit anytime you want to, and you won't have anything worse than discomfort. You won't have DTs, you won't see visions and hallucinations, you won't be lying on the floor in the fetal position sweating bullets. It's just not that kind of drug. Legalize it everywhere like we do in Oregon. Have responsible, well-run dispensaries, and we're working out the details. It's not perfect yet, but it's wow, it's way better than anything I would have imagined we could have done in such a short amount of time. So here we go. Too Much Weed, this is called, from 2008. Wait a minute, I didn't take another hit, did I? Last hit. Generally, I'm what's known as a one-hit wonder. But this is a cannabis set, so I thought I'd go a little nuts. All right, let's see if I fit any of these characteristics of one who smokes too much weed. If you have to stop the movie to explain what you see, then you have to start all over. You forgot every scene. If your dreadlock buddy looks just like a giant centipede, then my friend, perhaps you might be smoking too much weed. If you got a great idea for a new company, helping people clean out chakras 1, 2, and 3, but you haven't cleaned your closet out since you were 17, then my friend, perhaps you might be smoking too much weed. Smoking too much weed, smoking too much weed. How do you know when you're smoking too much weed? It's kinda hard to tell when you're high as hell. How do you know when you're smoking too much weed? If you throw a tantrum every time you lose your keys, but you just change your name to Gaia Love Peace, if you think the CIA is watching from the trees, then my friend, perhaps you must be smoking too much weed. Smoking too much weed, smoking too much weed. How do you know when you're smoking too much weed? It's kinda hard to tell when you're high as hell. How do you know when you're smoking too much weed? All right. Hanging in there. every time you laugh, you end up on your knees, coughing like a miner with black lung disease. If you cannot enjoy the day unless it's chronically, then my friend, perhaps you might be smoking too much weed. Smoking too much weed, smoking too much weed. How do you know when you're smoking too much weed? Well, it's kinda hard to tell when you are high as hell. How do you know when you're smoking too much weed? Your couch is permanently dented with your own butt cheeks, 'cause the only time you get up is when you have to pee. If tomorrow is the day you will finally succeed, then my friend, perhaps you might be smoking too much weed. That's what I meant to do. If you're searching through the garbage for a stem or a seed, hanging out with jerks because they might have weed. If you've got so much to say but you can hardly speak, then my friend, maybe you might just be possibly smoking too much weed. Smoking too much weed. How do you know when you're smoking too much weed? Well, it's kinda hard to tell when you are high as hell. How do you know when you're smoking too much weed? How do you know when you're smoking too much weed? Oh, man. This little, you know, the little thing that cranks around this way, I just happened to have left it with the crank part pointing right at me. So I was just on the verge of banging the little knob into the guitar. And maybe I did a few times. Jesus. I just had to fix it there, so I don't have to worry about that next time. All right, guys. Thanks for listening. If you have been, I appreciate it. And camera's freezing up here at the last minute, so I'm just going to say, breathe deep, take good care of yourself on the other side. Take care.